Hi guys, Kerry from Luxembourg here. As my Instagram followers know, and are probably waiting for this video, this is my guest design team project for the wonderful Artymaze. She whispered the word bee in one of her videos a while back, and as soon as I heard the word bees, I was like a meerkat, like where, what? And so I texted her and said, you know, if you're doing a kit, can I please be a guest design team member just for this kit? Because, you know, I'm absolutely bee stupid. So, of course, the lovely Andrea said, yeah, and she sent it right over, and it's taken me ages. Simply because the usual thing happened. This was the initial cover, but it had a, you know, I was going to do a one signature, but it just started growing and growing, and the original innards became this package, this beautiful, sumptuous package. And so what I did is I made a new cover for them and just did another 2 signatures for the other journal. So I'm going to give you a flip through. I have got some photographs up on Instagram. So I'm going to try and stay in frame because I've been running away lately, noticed. So this is just a lace and a bit of fun tassel. I got some buttons here and there. And then I've got 3 bees. 3 lovely bees. And a little bird cage and a hummingbird up there. Don't mind my thumb. It's just working weather. It's spring. I'm in the vineyard and in water and getting hurt and damaged. My skin is a disaster anyway. It's very, very sensitive. But I'm going into the vineyard lately, so I don't know what it is, but finger strips or plasters, special ones for thumbs, just don't fit my thumb. They fall off all the time, so I have to mummify my thumb. And it's just, oh, it's such a pain. Okay, so let's get going on the journal. So this one measures, I think, 9 by 6, 6.5, maybe a bit less. It's got a 2.5 inch span, and this is velvet. Now this came in, I found this and it was white, or like a off-white, and I decided, well, I'm going to take the plunge and coffee dye it, and I'm so glad I did, because the day I did it I realized this is the color of our spring honey harvest. And this cover is so soft, especially here. It immediately made me think of what a bumblebee or a honeybee would feel like if you could pet them on their fuzzy little bodies. So this became definitely my fabric for a bee journal. On the front here, I've just got some linen and crocheted lace layered up, and got this beautiful, I don't know, my lighting is still, my neighbor gave me this light because he said, your films are never light enough. So I'm going to try, you know what, I'm going to move closer to the light. It's like this is a whole test phase, this thing. So yeah, we've got this beautiful bee medallion up here. So now I've moved the camera to see. I'm going to move it back again because otherwise I won't be comfortable. I'll be reaching. So off we go. Let's see what's inside. So she's got 3 signatures. 140 pages plus. I think it's around 146 actually. So I used Artymaze's Bee Garden, but I also used images from her patchwork. I think it's floral, or is it patchwork botanical? I'll have a look and put it down below in the comment box. And I also used a couple of images from some of her sunflower kit, because they went so well with the bees. So let's get into this. There's a pocket here with a beautiful image from the kit, and there's just a tag, and I collaged a little bee and bee card on there, and some lace up there. This is a wonderful postcard from the kit. Now I've done a lot of sewing in this journal, and I've left the threads. I thought it just, for me, it just suited the journal. Obviously, you know, whoever gets the journal can remove and do whatever they want, cut them off. But I just like the look of it on this book. I also used some, I don't know if you can see it, let's try and catch it, some glitter just to liven it up, and I have some wax stamps here and there. I might actually go over these stamps with a bit of gold, just to bring out the relief of the bees or whatever, you know, whatever's on the stamp at the time. This is a lovely spread from Andrea's kit, and I added the little book thing ex libris up here in the corner. Here we have normal spread, just a little bit of bling up here, and a couple of pieces of ephemera. There's Jeremy Fisher with a bit of a book page, and one of these little tuck spots back here in the shape of a heart. Moving along, this was printed on tracing paper, and there's a piece of vintage, it's a vintage wine book actually, and this is a tag I had in my stash that went well. Bit of watercolor paper or sketching paper, some more vellum. This is an old invoice. This image is from the kit, and this one is from Pinterest. And then I have this lovely journaling card. Look at this image here as well. And there's also botanical pages from books that I have on stash. Lovely images from the kit with some lace up here. These are copies of some paper I dyed last year. Now this is an eco dyed as such. It's more like I coffee dyed the paper, put the leaves on, let them dry to a certain extent, and then added some colors in, either distress ink or watercolors as well I used. But I had fun doing that. So here's a flip out. There's some stamping, lots of lace going on here. This is a Mrs. Cog image and vintage paper on the back, and it opens up twice. Here's some crocheted lace and just a build up here, collage. And this is also from Artymaze's beautiful kit. And you open it up. Let me flip it this way so you can see. Here's a double envelope a la Gale. Obviously not as nice as Gale's, but so I've added some glitter onto the stamping. I used 2 different colors on the stamps just to add some interest, and added some crocheted lace onto this little ribbon here, which I really like. And then these 3 bees from the kit. Some vintage sheet music. This one is from Andrea's Artymaze's, I think it's Nature's Walk. Or Nature's Walk, or the Winter is Nature's Walk, that one. This is a postcard from the kit. This is a fabric page, this fabric that I had. And I thought, yeah, I really want it to be in there. I didn't want to use it as a cover though, because it's quite busy. Here another medallion. Love this postcard. And this is a digital copy of a vintage book page. And there's some vintage sheet music again. This was from Italy, and this one comes from the 1930s, I think. Here's a little heart flip out. I haven't done one of these in a long time. Actually, the tag that I grabbed out of my stash made me think of them. And I just, out of focus. Hang on. Oh, get your rear end organized, Kerry. So here's this little flip out here. A couple of stamps in there, and a little cluster up here using one of the tickets from the kit. This is also the back page of that copy of my dyed paper. There's a lot of lace in this book, and all of the pages out of the digital kit from Artymaze have been sewn. There's a botanical book page, another little cluster up here with some lace and silk, some glitter, old book pages. It's a tag, so you could always like put a piece of string in there and have something dangle down if you want as well. Quote from Edith Holden in German. I'm not going to tell you what it is. If you want to find out, Google. Some more of Edith Holden here. That's the other side of the invoice. The wine book page. And here's another pocket on this side, just with some ephemera in it. Beautiful image from the kit. These two bees and these ones up here, and there's a little bit of glitter on the honeycomb down there. Lovely lace here. I love this lace because it's a little bit apricot-y, and you're like a very, very light salmon, and I have been dying to use it, and it fit in beautifully with this page and with the colours. So that's that. Here's a lovely spread with an image from the kit and the Edith Holden German book. And I love the fact that it's, you know, it matches the purple on this side and the yellows and reds on this side. And it's just, I stabilized it with some fabric. Also bee fabric. There's a little bee there, but you can't really see it. Okay, and then on this page, this is from the kit. This was just a vintage book page that I flipped up. And this one is also backed with coffee dyed paper and has a lace tag, crocheted lace tag. And up here I just did a little cluster just to embellish that page. And here's a tuck spot. This is a bit of Luxembourgish ephemera with a little tuck spot there. And a beautiful image from the kit to make that. And this is also an old book page. There's another cluster here with a wax stamp, a normal stamp, little sunflower image, I think that came from Artymaze's kit, and just some layering of paper and the original postcard base on it. So this is a mixture of Tracy Fox and, of course, Jessica Rapp. Those lovely clusters that they did, both of them. So thank you, girls, for the inspiration. And this is from the sunflower kit, obviously, but it just fit perfectly. And I put some glitter on to bring out the green here. And then here is some fabric that I had. So I just did a little collage there. And on here I did some glitter as well. I think you can see that. A vintage book page with, I suppose you could colour this in if you want, if you're an artist. And then this is from the kit, of course, and I just made a little envelope with a little stamp on it. And it's actually, turns into some journaling space if you need it. Or you can stick something in there. You can do as you please. Okay, and there's just some stamping on this page. Coffee dyed paper. And here's a big old, I call these pockets my Michelle Mooney pockets, the Paper Addiction. She's coming out with a huge series of books, yay! But she's done this in a lot of her books, just to join two coffee dyed or tea dyed papers and then to make a big pocket. And I just filled them up with, like this one, you could color or sketch on. And this is a postcard from the kit. This is beautiful. Fits perfectly in there. And like I said, you know, I left the strings because I think it fits the book perfectly. Bees are such perfectionists, and I'm a complete disaster. So I thought, well, you guys get your perfection. I'm going to have my way with this book. So this is just a little book page that I folded up and sewed, and then I added a bit of ephemera from the kit and put one of Artymaze's tabs on that just to stick in there. And there's journaling space on the back of that. And I love this page too. It's very, very delicate, but, you know, it's a good show of colour. And, you know, like there's a lot of colour here. This is from Artymaze. Here I just put a flower, metal flower. And then this is the centre. This is designer cardstock. And then I used these tags from the kit and backed them with lined coffee stain paper. Love this image from the kit too. And this as well, this image is from the patchwork kit that Artymaze has. I just put it on some squared paper and put a little fabric tab on there, or decoration. Here's the pocket and the tuck spot and a little embellishment down here. Here we have another one of those bookmarks that slides in here. Open it up, and then there's a postcard back here with journaling space on the back, and there's also a tuck spot at the back here. Love the bees. This is all Artymaze. There's a pocket in there, and it's a floating pocket. You can move it just anywhere you want. And this image is one of my favorite from the kits. I love it, and I just added like a little bit of bling in there to the purple. Here we've got a layaway tag with double tuck spots. I did have more tea cards to slip in here, but I can't remember where they are. So, but there will be a couple more tea cards in there. And on we go. This is just a bit of ephemera. There's a double pocket here. There's a pocket here. And in the top here, and then I've left a pocket here as well with a journaling card in it. And there's also journaling space on the back of this and on this page. This is one of the tags from the kit, and this is from the floral patchwork kit. I think this is also from one of her kits, but there's quite a lot of ephemera in there. On this side too, different ephemera from her different kits, but there's either a botanical image on them or with, yeah, there's always botanicals on these ones or bees. This is Edith Holden, a clover page with the fabric again here, and this clover page, you know, matches this one perfectly color wise. That's what I love about this kit, is it's got so many colors in it, and they all just calmly run from one page to the next. So you've got a lot of choices. You could accentuate just one color or add as many colors as you want. This is just a little envelope I made out of this journal page. I just doubled it up, put some glitter on the bee, and then put this wax stamp on there with a bit of fluff at the back of it. So that's that. And then there's Edith Holden right here. Put this back on. And this lovely image from the kit with the glitter. And I think these two go so well together. And then we've got a lovely bag here. And I just put some ephemera in there. Journaling cards. And this beautiful image is serves as a backdrop to this big old flip out here. There's Edith Holden. These pieces are from the kit. This is from another one of Artymaze's kits. This little journaling card. And there's a big old tuck spot back here. And here is also Edith Holden. And this little punch out hole is also from one of Artymaze's kits. I think it's the bee garden one. And then there's this envelope. There's a couple of pieces of ephemera that match this design in there on some vintage sheet music. A couple of pieces of ephemera in here. And then we carry on. This is also an image from her beautiful kit, this too. And this is also, you've seen this one before. And in here, I had these papers in my stash, and I just folded them up as little note cards and just slipped them in there because the colors matched perfectly. And in here we've got a postcard. Love this image too. Beautiful. And just backed that with coffee dyed paper and did some stamping up here with my bee stamp. And this card is from the vintage, not the vintage, the patchwork and kit. I don't know what that is, sorry. And I just backed it with vintage paper there. Also from her kit. This as well is that page again. And I put in here just a little tag with a little tuck spot down there and with some stamping on it. This folds out this way and this way. So you've got loads of journaling space here and there, and then you can have a look in the envelope, and there's a puff, a couple of bits. There's a bit of reading there, and a journaling card to put notes on. And in the front there's also just a little envelope that folds out to give you more journaling space. There's another beautiful image from her kit, and these two, they serve as journaling cards. Oh, I just bumped you there, sorry. Let's go on. There's tuck spots here, which I didn't fill all the tuck spots because she's quite chunky. So this is just a bit of layering going on here, and some stamping and room to journal. There's a fabric tip in here with a little bling up there. And in this bag we have a couple of bits of ephemera and an envelope that you can open up and journal on. It's just from a vintage book, botanical book page. That's what it is. So let's go on. Love this image too. Edith Holden. And that's the last page. And at the back here we have her library pocket and tag, and I've put in one of my own little cards, and there's a couple of tea cards here, and I'll probably add a couple more in there. And that's it. I'll see you in the next video and show you the other journal. Thanks for watching. Bye.